Going, guys? It's IllumiGnostic. Thank you for joining me. Is it Friday night, Saturday night? I really don't know. Don't really care. Uh, Mostly I jumped on to make myself available for questions. I feel like I've been getting a lot of subscriber questions and just comments that are questions. And I haven't been answering them because I don't have my laptop and I hate typing on a phone. So if you're one of those people that has been asking me questions, refresh my memory and I'll do my best to help you out. Again, I apologize if the stream is laggy. It's definitely raining. I thought the storm was cleared up, so I walked up here to do the live stream, and I hear it raining again. So we'll do our best. If it gets too laggy, I'll have to cut it. We are leaving Ngaru soon. I think we'll be at our new place in a couple of days, where I will have a wired internet connection, so the streams will improve a little bit. By the way, do hit the like button, share, and subscribe, and particularly hit the like button. I just partnered with Waking Herbs, and I'm gonna have some products to share with you guys. I'm pretty excited about that. 3 different types of kratom extract. I'm working with them to develop some bundles that offer a bunch of my ally plants, the ones that I lean the most heavily upon. In fact, I make a tea out of a pretty wide array of plants that is extraordinarily effective. It's basically a holistic cocktail that is going to bolster your immune system. It's going to fix your depression. It is going to clear up your herpes. The Chiricsananga is used for STDs. Bobinsana is in there for opening the heart. Ayahuasca leaves for connecting to the intuition. Chaliponga, which contains DMT, and Samiruka, which has DMT and also painkillers. Really an amazing group of plants. Uña de gato to kill your cancer and parasites and whatnot. So keep an eye out for those videos. And as far as like what's been on my mind lately, it's like really trying to look for a way forward. I'm feeling a lot better, Oracle. Thank you for asking. I found the biggest piece of gold that I have found to date today in the river down there, and that's always awesome. When you're cleaning up the sluice and you move the little black sand and you see that little gold shining there. And usually it's just a little speck, but this time the sand moved more and more and more and more and more until there was actually like a little chunk of gold in there. So that was super cool. But yeah, I've been thinking a lot about a way forward for us as, for myself, but also collectively. I think around like 2000, there was a lot of us that felt like we were coming to the place that the people in the 1960s, how much do you live on? What does that mean? Needed to get to and hadn't quite arrived at, right? Like we had a broader skill set. We had better access to information. We could learn from the mistakes of our predecessors. There was really a lot of optimism. And momentum, I think. We really were cohesive, and I don't think anyone really realized consciously, or at least there wasn't a lot of focus on the fact that there was sort of a consciousness revolution happening, and something went terribly wrong. And I think actually that something may have been social media. I think that definitely has a lot to do with it. But yeah, we have been divided. Whatever movement was coagulating has dissolved and dispersed into a million different directions. Woo or harmful or erroneous spiritual beliefs, and just a tendency to believe things without enough criticism and skepticism and critical thinking. How do you test your concoction? I've been interested in naturopathy, and I've learned about different plant interactions, so curious how you do your research. Let me work through this thought, and then, yeah, I will actually answer that. because it's a complicated answer. Uh, what was I saying? Yeah, the current like movement, and personally, I think that what's happening is it's a confluence of, yeah, there are openings for the retreat in April for sure. It's a confluence of unfortunate circumstances. What was that movie with Jim Carrey? Something unfortunate events, a sequence of unfortunate events or something. Anyways, something like that. And I think that, you know, the causes are deliberately engineered, you know, social engineering. People are dumb. And it's not necessarily IQ. IQ hasn't necessarily diminished, but just the skill set. The future retreats, I'm not really sure if I'm doing anything beyond April, or at least the circumstances where people don't necessarily have the skill set that they need to evaluate information. I saw today, for example, you know, somebody had posted there are 50 miles of ancient documents underneath the Vatican. Come on now. Just stop and think for a second before you post stuff. 50 miles. 50 miles of documents. You know what I mean? We have an obligation to each other to, like, not make us all look like fools. And that's sort of 16 of you and only 5 likes. That is not cool. Come on, you guys, smash the like button. Help me out here. I'm demonetized. It's difficult for me to get a leg up on the algorithm. So yeah, we have that, and then I think we also have a bunch of very carefully engineered propaganda. And the main reason that I believe that it's engineered is that it is targeted uh, wedge issues that divide already existing groups into smaller groups, right? So it's like subterfuge. It's for example, the climate conspiracy, right? Um, I I don't have any opinion about what's really going on with that, but I do know that there are issues with the environment that need to be addressed. Are you guys actually seeing me, or is this